Developers.
So traditionally, developers have not really been able to test a lot of their code or a lot of their configurations for their production environments from their local machines or their QA systems. So having the ability to be able to create a sandboxed environment for them to test their applications will allow them to essentially move faster and thus be a business win. By moving fast, it means we save a lot of money. So Vagrant it's all configuration files, which is very similar to Ruby-based configuration. So I guess there's a learning curve. If you understand Ruby, you'll be able to create these configuration files in minutes. If you don't understand Ruby, then you'll actually have to do a little bit of research and try and find out what you want to put in your Vagrant file. It's important to note, though, that just getting started with a simple Vagrant file, spinning up a box with a box URL is a great way to start and show you the benefit of using the application, and then you can layer on the different pieces of the puzzle on top. So Vagrant has a very, very good plugin ecosystem, and it's the guys at HashiCorp have made it very easy to create plugins. So being able to use the AWS provider or the Rackspace provider or DigitalOcean provider means that you can spin up multiple boxes in any of those cloud environments, just as though you were spinning them up on your local machine, which makes it very simple to do. I believe it's in the hundreds. So when Mitchell, the creator of Vagrant, demoed this earlier this year at PuppetConf, he actually showed a slide that had lots and lots and lots of company logos, and he actually said that there are hundreds of people using this. The thing to note is that as it's just a configuration file, it gets checked in the source control, and by default, every member of the team has access to use it. So it makes it very, very easy to get an entire team using Vagrant. Version 1.4 of Vagrant is currently being cooked, and that's going to come out quite soon. That's got a lot more a lot of simple-based configuration that will allow you to test things easier. As far as what's future development, I feel as though a lot more of the plugins will be created because there's a huge infrastructure as code movement, and people are really starting to get interested in this. So I think people themselves actually shape, the community themselves actually shape the development of Vagrant because it's an open source tool, and they can actually send pull requests, which is great to be able to allow people to create their own plugin ecosystem on top of that. So as far as what's concrete, I'm not quite sure. I guess it depends what people submit.